The Walt Disney Company filed a lawsuit against Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, accusing the conservative politician of a, quote, targeted campaign of government retaliation against the media giant. DeSantis has dismissed the lawsuit as political.
The days of putting one company on a pedestal with no accountability are over in the state of Florida.
Arian Campo-Flores has been covering the year-long power struggle for the Journal. He explains what you need to know about Disney versus DeSantis.
The dispute between Disney and Governor DeSantis began over a law that DeSantis signed last year called the Parental Rights in Education Law, which critics call the Don't Say Gay law. And it essentially restricted classroom instruction on issues of gender identity and sexual orientation.
We were opposed to the bill from the outset, but we chose not to take a public position on it because we thought we could be more effective working behind the scenes, engaging directly with lawmakers.
And after Disney came out against that law, it triggered this escalating battle between the company and the governor that culminated in the governor basically stripping Disney of its control of a special tax district that allowed it to self-govern the land that houses its theme parks and save tens of millions of dollars.
The corporate kingdom finally came to an end.
Earlier this year, the governor and the legislature decided that instead of ending the district, they would retain it, but rename it the Central Florida Tourism Oversight District and remove the Board of Supervisors that had long been controlled by Disney. Instead, authorize the governor to pick the members of that Board of Supervisors.
Okay, it is in the books right here.
Disney had secured a number of agreements with the previous board that basically locked in zoning and infrastructure and other rights that would allow it to develop these properties in the future. On April 26th, this new board declared that these agreements were null and void.
Disney picked the fight with this board. We were not looking out for a fight.
Disney sued the governor and the board members and others in federal court in Tallahassee. What they said in the lawsuit was that the governor had basically orchestrated a campaign of retaliation against the company for having exercised its free speech rights. And so what Disney is seeking with this lawsuit is for a court to find that these agreements that Disney secured are valid. Governor DeSantis has given very little indication that he's going to back down on this fight.
I don't think the suit has merit. I think it's political.
And so it looks like the parties are going to be locked in litigation for quite some time. What's at stake for DeSantis is the potential effect of all this on his presidential aspirations. It's widely expected that he will likely run for president in 2024. The argument that he has made for a potential presidential run is that he is someone who is willing to take on corporations.
We will never, ever surrender.
And that he is someone who wins policy fights. And so that puts an imperative really on him to emerge victorious from this battle.